Hello people of YouTube, so I figured I'd make a little update video here on the 2tr-fe swap in my 88 pickup, since again this is a not very well documented swap and I don't quite feel like taking all the motivation to do an actual good write-up for it. But if anyone has questions, feel free to reach out. I swear I won't do what the other guy did and fall off the face of the earth. You can also find me on Facebook under under the same name my account's listed under if you wish to reach out. So, I'm probably about 10,000 miles in the swap, including a few cross-country road trips. I've done Michigan, Wyoming was the most recent one, that was 2,000 miles on its own, and just like down to Arkansas and whatever. And here's the stuff that I ran into. So, I can't remember if I forgot to tighten them or what, but the motor mount nuts loosened. So, I had to torque those back down. Check again and see, it seems to have cured it. I think I forgot to tighten them when I dropped the motor in. I think I just put them down finger tight and didn't actually go any further than that. Yeah, because they haven't loosened up yet. But the motor mount nuts loosened themselves and torqued the engine over, so it rubbed the fan shroud. I had an idler pulley seize and toss a serpentine belt, but that was like not related to the engine swap. It was a stupid tensioner pulley, which had happened before. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but you can actually get just a bearing for the pulley, because otherwise the parts store is like, you gotta buy the entire tensioner assembly, which is what the alternator bolts to, which is just stupid. It's that whole pivot assembly down there. What else? I still haven't neatened up the wiring. Yeah, it looks like a disaster. I might fix it someday, but and I redid all the air conditioning stuff in this thing correctly. It has a new condenser. I actually changed the compressor out. So interestingly enough, if you ever wish to do swap and you ever wish to do with air conditioning, which probably no one will, Four Seasons has proved that you can use a 3rd gen compressor, which has a speed sensor right there in the top. If you look, it's that little 2-bolt thing there, the wire coming out of it, which fixes the clearance issue I ran into with the factory compressor where it hung off the side and the bottom and hit the frame. So that cures that. I redid that. This elbow here because I had to like cut off, crimp, and reuse a piece and it was sliding, so I redid it with correct new piece, and flush the evaporator for, because see all that stuff there, that was metal. It came from the old compressor, so yeah, it was all filled with metal, so I redid it, flushed everything out, did it right. But air conditioning works, and the first time was kind of a proof of concept. Now it's actually been done correctly, and put a little Sharpie artwork on there, just to be kind of funny. But yeah, problems have been minimal. I did have it go into, this was limp mode. We're gonna want to rev above 2,000 RPMs. Have not figured out yet. I did throw a code for shorted bank 1 O2 sensor, the signal wire, but none of the wires look pinched. However, I had a plugged evaporator drain tube, and it looked like water dripped on the ECU, which is like really fucking bad for obvious reasons. So I think that could have maybe been related. I don't know. The good news is when I went into limp mode, I could really only do like 40 miles an hour, but it would do 40 miles an hour. So that happened, and that's pretty much self-inflicted anyways. So yeah, let's go ahead and start it up. I also added an ultra gauge because I don't have the coolant temp sensor hooked up to the cluster, and the sensor in the cluster is not really reliable anyways. It doesn't read accurately. Get to my pile of keys here. So, look. Check engine light. It does come on. It's really dark, but that does work. Turn that off. Turn that off. But this comes up. Let's cool down a little. Set for a while. And of course, that comes out and works. And all that stuff works. Yay. It's really dirty right now. But the Ozarks are basically the fucking dust bowl, so everything is covered in dust, including the air filter. Yeah, I definitely need to replace that. But, yeah, just been doing good. I'm very delighted with this swap. Makes this thing a lot more drivable and enjoyable. So, that's kind of my update. Basically, nothing really happened. It was all minor stuff. And it was all just related to the quality of workmanship in my swap that I couldn't get myself to a crazy deadline. So, and I put a lot of miles on it in a short period of time, too. So, well, if anyone watched this video, thank you for watching. Hopefully you can hear me because I have COVID right now. So,